This is going to be a rant, but I want to talk about this particular subject. But first things first, I do this for me, for venting purposes, and if you don't like it, please get the fuck off my channel. I'm not looking for any praise nor accolades. Now back to the subject at hand. Before I get to the subject, I want to talk about something that really caught my attention. There's a YouTuber by the name of Nino Brown. And if I remember, he said something along the lines like this. He said that it's lonely at the top, but back in the day, I was lonely at the bottom. So what's the difference? Something along those lines. And I said that the only difference is that when you was at the bottom, you didn't have any money. But now you're at the top. They said, but now since you're at the top, it's lonely at the top. But the only difference is that you have more money and resources. So the only difference is that you have more money and resources. But as far as family and friends, you ain't got that. So in a sense, you was already used to not having motherfuckers by your side when you was at the bottom. So when you're at the top, you're still not going to have motherfuckers by your side. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of makes sense. You get what I'm saying? What I got for what Nino Brown is saying is that motherfuckers ain't shit. Humans ain't shit. So the best thing that you can do is get yourself together, get your money right, and that's it. Damn what these motherfuckers say, man. It's all about your life. Live your life the way how you want to do it. Because we only got one life to live, and you better make it count. Fuck all these naysayers. Fuck all these motherfuckers, man. Listen, a lot of these naysayers, even they don't know what the fuck they talking about. And also, a lot of these naysayers, not all of them, but a lot of them, they don't even have their own shit together. But they have the nerve and the audacity to point out your flaws, but they don't want to point out theirs. That's why it's always best to check yourself before you wreck yourself. So to anybody that's out there, if you was alone at the bottom, and now you're alone at the top, but the difference is that you got your life together. Since you're at the top, keep it that way. Keep it motherfucking that way. Because like I said before, humans ain't shit. It's best to be solo dolo. Sometimes it's best to walk alone in this crazy ass world. Because motherfuckers ain't got their shit together. And I ain't talking about money either. I'm talking about the mind, body, and spirit. So how dare they persecute you when they know damn well they ain't got their shit together either. But moving on, man. I want to talk about this particular subject. I don't have the name of the title right now, but I just want to talk about this, man. Listen, and speaking of persecution, you have motherfuckers that's out here doing drugs, drinking, smoking, doing all types of dirty shit, treating people wrong, or treating selected people wrong just because they can. You have all these motherfuckers that's doing bad shit to other people, but they have the nerve and the audacity to point the finger at you just because you're not at your level right now, just because you don't have this, that, and the third. You know, it's like, okay, you may have this, that, and the third. You may have your own car, you know what I'm saying, your clothes and all that stuff. I give you that. But at the same time, you are a shitty ass person. See, you may have the status, the social status, you may have the money, you got your car, you got your apartment or house and all that stuff, but deep down, you are a shitty ass person. And to tell you the truth, I would rather be broke than to be a shitty ass person. I'll say it again. I would rather be broke than to be a shitty ass person, because a shitty ass person do not have the guts to look at themselves in the mirror and make that change. Michael Jackson said it best. Look at the man in the mirror and make that change. If you do not have the guts to make that change, then guess what? You are a forever loser. You will always be a forever loser because you didn't take the time nor the chance to make a change within yourself. See, it takes courage. It takes humility. It takes responsibility of your actions. It takes responsibility on making that change, man. That is so true. But instead, you have motherfucking drug addicts, motherfucking shitty ass people, motherfucking disrespectful ass people with huge egos, alcoholics, motherfuckers who likes to beat on their spouses and shit, have the nerve and the audacity to persecute regular people who may not be at their level yet, but they still want to persecute them and talk about them, saying that, oh, this person ain't got this, that, and the third, and they should be doing this, that, and the third, and they're horrible. You know what I'm saying? Talking about they're lazy or some shit like that. But overall, trying to persecute that person because that person may not have any money, or that person may not be at the level where he or she needs to be at. But you want to persecute that person, but you want to persecute that individual, while all the while you're doing a whole bunch of nasty, horrible, shitty shit behind people's backs, and also towards other people's in front of their face. But you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? It's like who the fuck are you? Who are you? Who are you? What's that old saying, man? If you live in a glass house, you better not throw no motherfucking stones. I say it again. If you live in a glass house, you better not throw no motherfucking stones. Best believe that. Because if you live in a glass house, which you're probably not aware of, you think you live in a stone house, but you live in a glass house. If you start throwing stones and you hide your hands, best believe you're going to get caught up. And your glass house will be torn to shreds. It'll be shattered. Your glass house will be shattered into a bunch of billions of pieces. And you will never pick that shit up. And then speaking of throwing stones and hiding their hands, you have a bunch of YouTubers out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about YouTubers from different parts of spaces. And I ain't talking about the manosphere. I'm talking about from other spaces on YouTube. You have other YouTubers that like to throw their stones and hide their hands, but eventually they got caught up. And look what happened to them. Either they lost their YouTube pages, or they lost a lot of viewership. They lost a lot of subscribers. See, it's best, like I said before, it's best to keep your motherfucking mouth shut. It's best to not antagonize people, because sooner or later, somebody's going to catch up to your game and going to destroy everything that you build. And then these same people that love to throw stones and hide their hands, they want to act like the motherfucking victim. See, that's what I don't get, man. When motherfuckers who out there doing shitty shit, who out there being a shitty person, a disrespectful human being, once they get called out on their shit, or once they so-called empire gets destroyed, they want to act like the fucking victim. It's like, no, motherfucker, you're not the victim. You was the persecutor. You was the provocateur. But now you want to act like a fucking victim when shits don't go your way, or when motherfuckers catch on to your game, or when motherfuckers call out on your bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Since motherfuckers called out on your bullshit, you want to act like the victim. See, that's what's wrong with us as human beings. We have to take accountability on everything what we do. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a motherfucking coward-ass bitch and take up responsibility for your actions. I ain't talking about money. I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about the way how we treat each other. And then you got motherfuckers that like to be selective on who they treat. They like to be selective, because I know motherfuckers be nice to this person, but they want to be shitty towards the other person. And here's the crazy part. A lot of those motherfuckers, they be Christians. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? The motherfuckers who do selective bullying, or who being selective on who they treat right and who they treat wrong, some of those motherfuckers are Christians. Ain't that a bitch? But regardless if you're part of a religious, but regardless if you are a part of a religious sect or not, the bottom line is that if you're supposed to be a so-called good person, you're supposed to treat everybody with respect. You're supposed to treat everyone with respect, not just be selective. Now, I can see if a motherfucker is being disrespectful towards you. Okay, I can see that, so you go on about your business, avoid that person. But if you don't know that person at all, and you want to start being an asshole towards that person, It's like, dude, what's the point? Like, dude, that doesn't give you the right to do that. Just because you don't know that person doesn't give you the right to talk about that person, nor persecute that person. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just give that person their regards, their respect, and go on about your business. There's no need for you to just go all the way and just be downright disrespectful just because you want to. What type of bullshit is that? You're not a good person. You're full of shit. Just like most of these humans out here, man, just full of shit. But what pisses me off the most is that you have, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again. Like I said, I'm not judging people. I'm not judging them, but I'm just calling it out for what it is. You have motherfucking alcoholics, drug addicts. You got motherfuckers that's out here. I'm talking about older guys out here selling drugs with the young folks out here, but they have the nerve and the audacity to persecute me, acting like I'm the most horriblest person, want to act like I'm the most horriblest person in the world. This is what I've been through. Well, how the fuck you want to persecute me just because I might not be at the level where I'm at, but I'll be damned if I do a lot of the things what y'all do. See, here's the thing. I don't do what they do. I don't treat others with disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a shitty-ass person. That's one thing I'm not. I'm not a horrible-ass, shitty-ass person. Of course, I made my mistakes. Hell yeah. But as far as being a shitty-ass person, especially towards the ones that at least try to help you out, I'm not going to do that. See, there's another thing, too. The same motherfuckers that want to persecute me, guess what? They had other motherfuckers that try to help them out, and they did help them out. But guess what? But in the end, they, in some ways, disrespect the person that helped them out in the first place. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm talking about? You know, the ones that like to persecute you, they needed help at one point, right? That somebody came to their aid. But then eventually, the person that came to their aid, they got disrespected by them. You know what I'm saying? But they have the nerve and the audacity to persecute me, acting like I'm the bad person. No, motherfucker, you're the bad person. You literally disrespected the person that tried to help you out in the first place, and you did. And you wonder why that person don't want to fuck with you no more, because that person knows how you are. See, you got to connect the dots with these motherfuckers, man. You have to catch on with these social cues with these bastard bitches out here. Bastards and bitches. That's all what I see around here, man. This is all what I see around me. Nothing but bastards and bitches. And it's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It is a human thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stay to myself. But motherfuckers would have the nerve and the audacity to try to put me on blast. Like, motherfucker, put your own bitch ass on blast. Like, do you have the guts to look in the mirror and check yourself? See, I realized something, man. When motherfuckers try to gun on me, it lets me know that motherfucker, you got skeletons in your closet, but you are afraid to release them. But you want to go off on me. See, I realized something. I'm a motherfucking mirror. I'm a motherfucking mirror to these sad motherfuckers. And by me being a mirror, it's a reflection of their sins and vices that they like to hide, which is understandable because it's nobody's business. But I'm that motherfucking mirror. And I'll be real with you, I don't do a lot of the shit but other people do. And at least I have the guts to look in the mirror and check my motherfucking self. Now, motherfucker, can you buy that? No, you can't buy it. It takes guts. It takes responsibility. And it takes humility to know that you're wrong and take responsibility for it. But motherfuckers don't want to hear that. And it's okay. That's all good. But I'd be damned if you try to persecute me, try to make me out like I'm the bad guy, but knowing damn well you out here doing a lot of shitty shit because you're a shitty-ass person. But anyway, man, that's all I got to say about that, man. That's all I got to say. There might be a part 2 to this video. But, yeah, that's about it. So thank you so much, and have a good day.